doesn't have class, socioeconomic distinction.
Exactly.
Let's just start from that point.
Yeah. Right.
We want to pretend that we live in this kumbaya society where, quote, everyone's the same. Stop cap.
Yeah.
Stop cap.
Yeah.
It's not. It's not. Like we need to be clear. And it's not, for me, it's never about being better than, which I think is how a lot of that was framed.
Yes.
I've been very clear. My mother drove Charlotte-Mecklenburg Schools bus for many years to make sure that I had everything that I needed. And from that, and if I bought a bus driver home to Gloria, she would slap the black off of me. Because her point is I put you in position to go get it. To go get it at a different and yes, higher level. Mm-hmm. So why? And let me tell you something else I know about women who show.
I really wanted to finish it, but it's like that point she just made.
That
point she just made. Is the problem. It is the problem.
You said it. I knew exactly. I can feel like the hairs on the back of your neck.
I'm talking a lot. So you tell me what you think. Just that her statements right there.
And so me hearing it sounds like a woman saying the man's value is his money. Point blank, period. Which I don't believe about another person, right? I'm not looking at a woman thinking her value is her money. I'm not thinking. Some men think this in a different way, that a woman's value is just her attractiveness, her physical attractiveness. And that's a shame. I don't think that way about other people.
See, that's the thing, right? That's why women cannot complain.
Okay.
Men in general don't complain. They know it. Men know it. Men, I mean, yes, we don't think it should, but we're not stupid. We're not stupid. Men know it. You said it in the beginning. Men know it, right? We know that our value is our money to provide. Mm-hmm. We don't think it should be. It shouldn't just be that, right? But we know the truth. And this is the thing, right? We don't know it because we made it out to be that. We know it's because, you know what? Women made it out to be that. And this is the thing where I said it. This is the thing, right? I keep on saying it. It's just what women decide. Women would not give you money. So really, what do women give you? Just their looks. So that's all they're valued. So this is the thing, right? This is the hypocrisy. The hypocrisy. When women, let's say this, men say that she's old. Men, they say she's unattractive. Okay, well, you can't complain about that because all you see in men is a dollar sign. And it's generational. Her single mom say that she will smack the black out of her because she brought home, let's say, a good man, a loyal man, a man that respects her, a man that wants to marry her, a man that loves her, a man that treats her like the man that's a gentleman, treats her like a lady. But what? Her mom saw that as a bus driver? That's what you get mad at? Because she put her daughter in a position to what? Marry rich men? That's what you think? That the money? The rich men. I put you in a position to marry rich men. Not marry a good, loyal man. A man that's faithful to you. A man that has principles. A man that has character. A man that wants to be a good father. Wants to marry you. That's what it is. That's the in all. Here's the thing where controversial, but I think that's synonymous with black women. And I think that's a generational curse thing. Where, again, women are not teaching other women. And this video is a case study, right? In that sense that you're not teaching women to get with good men, get with men that has principles, get with men who has morality. No, you want men at a tax bracket, at a certain tax bracket, a certain social setting, social, position in life, certain money. So What do you think?
So I still disagree that that's most women and that's most Black women. I disagree. I don't think that's the case. But I'll say that there is perhaps an aspect of Black culture so if one generation of Black women, like say, let's go back 2 generations, and you have families, right? And you have Black men working to provide for their families, right? And it's really hard. It's really hard a few decades ago. It's harder than it is now, right? Because the opportunities aren't there. People don't treat you right because of your skin color, right? Black men have a hard time going about it, and a lot of stereotypes they have to fight that aren't true about them, right? So they raise their children to, be decent or be hard workers or whatever. If you have the generation during and right after, like the war on drugs, perhaps, where Black men are put in prisons and families are broken up and they're not there, and the women have to be the heads of the household, right? And so they want to put their children in a position to not have to work as hard. So that's where a lot of that thinking and behavior may come from. So now you'll have mothers raising their children to not be in the same position they're in, to have to work as hard as they do, so to look for something different. But then I guess it gets misconstrued, like down the line. Now I get that there is an aspect of Black culture where women have been taught to be strong, to be willing and able to fight for yourselves because their parents were put in positions where they had to be that way, right? So now these women are these women were raised to not be in that same position. So yeah, do for yourself or find someone who will do it for you. That becomes very important. I get that is what I'm saying. But I still don't think it's most women. I still don't think it's as bad as like we see online and everything. But yes, there are women who like get a man who's going to take care of you so you don't have to do it for yourself, because it's hard. Like if was a Black mother raising their children, if she's in a situation where she has to do it alone, she's going to try to teach her children to not be in that same situation. So yeah, it changes priorities a little bit. I get that.
I see it. I see your point, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't.
But then, so here's the thing. Here's the thing. It's weird because white women marry high status men, right? Plenty of white women marry white men of high status, and get men who will provide for them.
I think you're a little wrong in that.
Okay.
I think white women marry men of equal standing and build with their men. This is the thing where here's the thing where I'm thinking that is, yes, right? I don't disagree that there has been generations of broken family, mm-hmm. and now women. And this is the thing, right? Black culture, there's no patriarchy. It's a matriarchy. Okay? Women are at the head. So here's the thing and it shows you that women have failed. Women have failed at it. Because women lead Black communities. Women lead Black society.
Okay. But I roll with you so far. I want to hear your line of reasoning.
But this is the thing, right? Where I don't disagree that they're in a position and they failed at making that position better. I don't necessarily think it's totally because, let's say, Black men go to jail, now women are on their own. I do agree that's part of it. And I also see the point where Black women chose to let the government in to take care of the family and to increase the divide. And again, that's probably the racial divide that the U.S. contributes to, because Social Security, or not Social Security, welfare has now put a divide into Black families, and then Black women has now, they failed at it and they took it up and it's ruined things. But this is the thing where I see it as, women have not changed, right? In a sense that they're failing. Because look at this, right? Black women are the least married demographic. So they don't see this is the problem, right? I think this is the issue, right? The Black women don't see the problem. They don't see the problem, so they don't see no need to fix anything. They complain. They definitely complain about shit. And yet they don't see the problem, right? They don't see the problem, so they don't see the need to fix things. I've said it before. It's not because of Black men. It's not because, there's no good Black men out there, so on and so on. No, it's because of you, like your other generations of, your mom, your grandma, or whatever, choose terrible men. Here's the thing, right? A rich man does not make you a good man. A bus driver doesn't make you a good man. But if we remembered back when we did that video, the woman, I forgot her name too, but the woman that was talking about the bus driver, she said that it don't matter if he was a bus driver. She said what mattered is how he treated her. If he was loyal to her, if he cared for her, if he loved her, if he supported her, if he did all these things, which we just said a little back in the beginning, right? Mm-hmm. With the Tyler Perry thing. Who cares if he paid just one light bill? If he cared about you, loved you, was empathetic, he knew how to talk to you. He knew how to talk to you. He knew how to say things, not just what to say. He was there for he was there for the kids. He was taking care of the kids. He was there for you, right? That's the thing. That's the problem, right? Why, even in the beginning, what we're talking about, where you're not seeing the problem, is because you saw this, a bus driver, a lawyer. You saw that, oh my God, bus driver? No. Lawyer? Okay. Now I'm just dealing with a whole bunch of lawyers. But why can't I find a good lawyer? Because all you care about is because he's a lawyer. You don't care about the character of a man, the type of man he is. You care because he's you care about because he's what job he has. But this is the thing, right? This is the problem, right? Let's say statistically. Well, statistically, and I'm just making shit up. There's only 20% of lawyers in the US. 20%, right? A small pool of men. Mm-hmm. And now bus drivers, let's say they make up 30%. There's a lot more bus drivers than there are lawyers. Right? But this is the thing, right? You rather pick from a smaller pool of men and then wonder why you're having trouble instead of picking from the bigger pool of men, right? And maybe finding success there. Because this is the thing, right? I'm not just saying lawyer, because now these women saying, he has to be Black. Well, now that's like, 10% of men. Mm-hmm. Oh, not just Black, he has to be over 6 foot. Well, now that's like 5% of men. Lawyer, Black, 6 foot. This is the thing with women. This is the problem with women. And the difference with men. Yes, men love beautiful women, but beautiful women are everywhere because also beauty's in the eye of the beholder too. So mm-hmm. Men can find beauty a lot, Hell, you like bigger women. I mean, and you wouldn't mind a skinnier woman too. So that's the thing, right?
Yeah, right.
So there's variety. There's a huge amount that men can pull from. Right? The only problem is once you get to know her, once you attracted her, date her, Well, now you found the personality, but that's not the thing, right? Women, let's say that, oh, I only want to be with men that makes $1 million. That's like 1% of the population that makes $1 million. 1%. And that's not even saying if he's black, if he's 6 foot, if he's even good looking. And this is the thing, women, and I've said it, women are the enemy. Women are the ones who make themselves suffer because they themselves put them into a small pool of dating. Just like the woman that says, I don't date black men. Great. I don't care if you do. But then you think black men makes what? 20% of the population? Maybe? I don't know. Let's say 30% of the population. Oh, I want to date black men that makes $1 million. That's even more crazy. What is that? 1% of black men that make $1 million? So that's the thing. That's the thing that women don't understand. You are the ones who are essentially doing the shit yourself. You are making the problem yourself, not men.